Good day, everybody. Hey, 10 habits of self-made millionaires. What does it take to become a millionaire? Lottery winners aside, becoming wealthy has nothing to do with luck. Let's look at the 10 habits of self-made millionaires. Number one, millionaires are frugal. The wealthiest people I know are also the cheapest. They buy used cars for reliability, not image. According to the Millionaire Next Door, the number one car brand among millionaires is Toyota, not Mercedes or BMW. Millionaires pack their lunches. It takes money to make money, and you can't get the money you need to invest if you spend it. I think people think that you look at social media and you follow different, you look at all the different things like Instagram, and you look at people who are flaunting their wealth, but the majority of millionaires are very frugal. Their focus is on saving money, investing money, and getting free. And that's one of the things that, thank God, I did when I started to make money. I did not buy a big house. I did not buy expensive cars. I didn't do all those things. I saved my money, and it didn't take me very long to get financially independent. In other words, I wasn't rich yet, but I was financially independent. I had enough money set aside that I could live on the income that the money I saved invested. And I was slow to increase my overhead. I think this is one of the things I see young people when they start making money, the first thing they do is they spend every dime they make. And you can't do that if you want to become a millionaire or a multimillionaire. Number two, millionaires think big. Few people are surprised when they make their first million. After all, it doesn't come easily. But long before reaching their goal, millionaires know they want to get there. Rather than looking forward to an annual 3% raise, millionaires dream of working for themselves. Rather than serving 100 customers, millionaires see tens of thousands of accounts. I think that's one of the things, thinking big. I think one of the things that I see people doing is they think, oh, they're doing that, but I don't see myself doing it. I don't think I can do it. Well, of course you can do it. If somebody else has done it, you can do it. You need to start thinking a lot bigger than you're thinking right now. Number three, millionaires take calculated risk, whether it's investing in a stock or cashing in a 401k to start a business. Millionaires take calculated risk. In these risks, the rewards of success are far greater than the cost of failure, and the chances of success are good. And one of the great things about today, in fact, I'm in a business where the risk is super calculated because it's so inexpensive to start a business, and the upside is really significant. So really take a look at the opportunity that you're looking at. Look at it closely. And most great opportunities today don't take a lot of money. There's a lot of ways you can get started, a lot of business you can start without having to invest a lot of money. Number four, millionaires network. Few people reach their potential alone. Millionaires build powerful networks of contacts in all areas of life. Millionaires know that their next employer, customer, or partner may be anywhere. Build relationships, make relationships everywhere you go. That's really what networking is developing relations. Become a professional friend maker. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know who can help you, grow your business or introduce you to a great customer or another partner, somebody that you can work with. You never know. Network. Number five, millionaires don't pay interest. They earn it. Millionaires learn the crippling cost of debt and have avoided it at all costs. On the contrary, millionaires save, invest, and even lend money to others to earn interest themselves. Want to take the first step to building your own fortune? It's simple. Open an online savings account now and start stashing away extra money automatically every month. I'm in a business where, well, first of all, I talk about being debt-free and financially independent all the time. I think one of the best things that I've ever done in my business life is become completely debt-free and to save enough money that I could live off the income that the money that I've saved generated. That's freedom. That's when you can do what you want, when you want, and where you want. It doesn't really matter. You don't have to do anything. And then the other thing is the online savings account is one of the things we do in our business. We teach people to set up automatic, prepayment, PACs they call them, packs, so that you can save money automatically without looking at it, because it's kind of like taxes. And if you work a job, when I used to work a job, they took taxes out of my check. I didn't have to write a check. They just took it out automatically. So I never really noticed it. I just learned to live on what I had after I paid my taxes. Well, you can do the same thing with saving your own money. If you set up an automatic savings program where it automatically comes out of the income that you make, you don't look at it, you don't touch it, you don't see it first. It goes right into those investment accounts. That's the best way to invest. Out of sight, out of mind. Before you know it, you have a bundle saved. Number 6, millionaires are focused. Millionaires work feverishly towards their goals at all costs. The difference between dreamers and performers is not the number of ideas one has, but how one focuses on executing the best ideas. You know, if you aren't focused, if you aren't focused on what you're trying to do, then you're going to get drug around everywhere by the person who is focused. And so what you need to learn how to do is focus like a laser beam. What we focus on intently over time, we create in our physical reality. It's one of the most important things to learn. So focus on what you want. Focus on what you're trying to do. Don't let anything distract you. Distraction leads to your economic destruction is a saying that I created. Focus. Number 7, millionaires do whatever it takes. The most inspiring success stories among all the people I know involve incredible sacrifice, from sleeping in cars between 2 jobs to foregoing personal relationships to get an education or build a business. Millionaires don't simply delay gratification. Millionaires endure pain. I remember when I was first starting my business, I would go wherever one of my top people recruited somebody in Sacramento. I lived in Southern California at the time, and I used to fly up there, sleep on this guy's couch, train him, do meetings for him, and then I'd fly back, And then I also had somebody who was up in Central California that I used to drive there on Sunday afternoons, do meetings for them, do training, do a meeting on Monday night, and then I'd leave there around 10 or 11, and I'd drive all night. Lots of times I would have to pull over on the side of the road to sleep for a while because I was afraid I was going to kill myself, but I just did whatever it took. And those are the kinds of things that you have to do. Millionaires do whatever it takes, as long as it's legal, ethical, moral. Number 8, millionaires educate themselves. It doesn't take an Ivy League education to become a millionaire, but it does take a desire to learn. It doesn't matter how you learn, from a mentor, night classes, books, the web, but ongoing learning is critical to lifelong success. You need to be relentless about growing you, personal development, educating yourself, figuring out all the things. In my business, you have to have, great people skills to be successful. You have to have, really manage your time well. You have to learn how to manage your time like a pro. You got to learn how to lead people. There's a lot of things you have to learn. You have to learn how to sell. And so if you're not constantly educating yourself, those aren't things you learn automatically. Those are things you have to put forth effort to learn. You need to, whatever weaknesses you have to turn them into strengths. The way you do that is through self-education. Number 9, millionaires lead. No surprise here, the same qualities enabling people to earn millions make them natural leaders. It goes back to the decision to become a millionaire in the first place. The resolution to carve out a new path rather than follow the flock. I think that's one of the things that's really important, is not being, part of the pack, or just being part of the lumped in there with everybody else. You need to learn how to become a leader. I just sent out a tweet actually yesterday. But if you want to get big in my business, if you don't do the work to become a leader, then becoming a millionaire becomes more difficult. You need to learn how to lead. There's a couple of books I'd recommend that you start reading. First thing, they're by John Maxwell, Developing a Leader Within You. And then the second book is Developing the Leaders Around You. Those are 2 books. He's written many, many books, but those are the 2 books that I would read first before I read anything else, just to get started. And then there's tons of great material. John Maxwell's great resources, many others, Bennis, etc. Learn how to lead. Number 10, millionaires are generous. Don't expect your high-rolling neighbor to shower you with gifts. Chances are she's donating to far worthier causes. Just another perk of having $1 million in the bank. You get to make substantial differences in charities of your choice. So You can't give money you don't have. And if you look at all the churches, all of the charities around the world, it's the people who are well-to-do that do the majority of the donating. They're the ones that do that, because the people that are getting by paycheck to paycheck, don't have any extra money. They can't. They may be able to contribute to a couple dollars here and there, but they can't do anything substantial that can make a big difference. So if you want to make a difference, become a millionaire.